Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's SSJ Raikage, and today we're doing quite possibly my favorite what if that I've done on my channel so far. We're doing What If Deku Was a Waterbender Part 1, so let's jump right into it. Now that we have the intro out of the way, we can jump right into the what if. So here we start where Deku is in preschool and he's eating lunch with his friends. And then Bakugo starts bullying him for not having a quirk while everyone else has one. And then Deku starts to get really angry and just randomly punches into the air, and then the water from the water bottle that he was drinking flies out and hits the wall. And then Deku started doing this again, and he pulled that water back, and then he realized he had just awakened his quirk. So the teachers let him go home so that he could really find out what his quirk was. So his mother took him to the quirk doctor, and he didn't even examine Deku because Deku's mother, Inko, told the quirk doctor that his father has a waterbending quirk, and she has a almost telekinesis quirk where she can pull things towards her. And the quirk doctor doesn't even examine Deku, and he says, yes, he for sure has a quirk. So before you guys get really mad at me, I'm changing Deku's dad for this what if. Deku's dad doesn't have firebending in this what if. Not firebending, fire breath. He has waterbending, or not waterbending, he basically has waterbending. So that's where Deku got his water abilities from. So here we move up to where Deku's in middle school, and Bakugo still bullies Deku because Deku doesn't have great control over his waterbending. He only can use small amounts of it, and sometimes it just randomly freezes, which he can't really control right now. So here we are at the point where Bakugo throws Deku's hero notebook out of the window, and Deku goes down to pick it up, and then he starts walking home, and he takes a shortcut. And while he's walking down the shortcut, he sees this green slimy monster try to grab onto him, and it's a sludge villain. And the sludge villain envelops Deku, and Deku just gets really, really scared because he knows that he's about to die. And right in this moment of intense emotion, Deku starts waterbending. He bends the sludge villain towards the wall, and then he instantly freezes it. And Deku doesn't know how he's done this because Deku doesn't have great control over his waterbending. And he just thinks that this is from that intense emotion that Deku just experienced. So this is when All Might appears, and All Might says, wow, young man, did you take this villain out? And Deku says, yes, I did. And All Might congratulates Deku. He gets the frozen sludge villain and puts it into a bottle, and he jumps away. But Deku had just enough time to grab on All Might's leg, and when All Might realizes this, he's forced to land on the roof of a building so that Deku doesn't fall off. So Deku asks All Might if he can become a pro hero even though he doesn't have great control over his quirk. And All Might says, well, sure you can. Since you just took out that sludge villain, of course you can become a great hero. So Deku is excited right now. Then he starts walking down the street, and then he hears a loud boom a few blocks away. So Deku runs over to see what it is. He sees that it's Bakugo, and he's being attacked by the very same villain that just had attacked him. And Deku's wondering how this is possible because he knows for sure that All Might had bottled it up. And then he realizes that when he grabbed on All Might's leg, he must have accidentally knocked it off, and then the heat of the sun must have melted the sludge villain back into his more liquid state. So Deku gets really, really angry about this. He runs up to the sludge villain with Bakugo inside, and he bends the sludge villain just enough so that Bakugo can get his head out. And then this gives Bakugo enough time to blast the sludge villain off of him just a little bit, and then Deku freezes it. and he didn't realize that he accidentally froze Bakugo to the sludge villain. So when All Might saw this, he leaped in, punched the sludge villain off of Bakugo, and saved the two boys' lives. So yeah, Deku and Bakugo start walking home, and Deku tells his mom what had just happened. And she's like, wow, I can't believe that you just took out your first villain, and this is going to be your first step to becoming a real pro hero. And Deku says, yeah, Mom. And then Deku tells his mom that he's going to start training this quirk on his own so that he can become a pro hero with his own power. And then Deku's mom tells him that he doesn't have to do that. And Deku wonders why. And then Deku's mom says, well, since you haven't seen your father in a while, I'm deciding to send you to him. And Deku's saying, what are you talking about? Dad's somewhere far, far away. I don't even know where he is. And Deku's mom says, well, I know where he is. Deku, you're going to the Southern Water Tribe. Hey guys, I hope you liked part 1, and also hope you liked that surprise ending at the end of the What If. And sorry that this was really short. It's just I've been pressed for time lately because I've been really busy over the past 2 days. And I'll see you guys in part 2. Later, guys.
組手は終わり。かかしの勝ちだね。